Hello and welcome back to Traversing the Stars. My name is Fola and I'm here to discuss the astrological transits for the first week of April 2024. The last episode was a deep dive into the energy that Mercury Retrograde is carrying with it. If you'd like to hear more about that transit and how it will be showing up in your life, go check it out and come right back. All right, let's delve into the energies for the rest of the week. After the retrograde on Monday, we will have a day to allow the energy to take hold before the next major transit arises. On Wednesday, April 3rd, at around 8:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus in Pisces will conjunct the planet Neptune at 28 degrees of Pisces. I find this interesting because the conjunction is happening at exactly 28 degrees and 0 minutes even, as well as the fact that 28 is a new degree point for Neptune in Pisces. Over the last few years, Neptune has been moving forward in its home sign of Pisces, getting as far as 27 degrees before turning back around and retrograding. We have finally made it to 28 degrees, which symbolizes new territory in our dreamscape and spiritual quests. This is the beginning of a new cycle in our ethereal landscape. With Venus joining us for this moment with Neptune, it feels like we are planting seeds with really gorgeous intention, both planets exalted and thriving in Piscean energy. Not to mention that the number 28 is astrologically linked with the highest expression of the sign of Cancer, heightening the energy of fostering our own inner child healing and nurturing. The ability to care for and cultivate our inner vision is strong. Venus, the planet of beauty and values, is linking up with Neptune, our connection to our higher self. Together, they are inviting you to live at a higher frequency, to take tangible steps to invite that frequency into your physical life. This is a wonderful day to make a playlist to accompany you, to find a body of water to dip your toes into, to create a vision board, take a ritual salt bath, engage in dream work during a nap. Paint your future, meditate, dance freely. The list goes on. This day carries with it the ability to tap into your crown chakra for downloads and slip into a future version of yourself through the power of the mind. It will bring collective healing and personal visions of what could be. Venus and Neptune want you to indulge in the vision you have for your future and allow yourself to see it completely without having to know how it will come. They want you to be the kindest version of yourself and engage in magnetizing your reality towards you through complete surrender to divine flow. They are giving you an opportunity to see into the unknown and permission to drop the veil between our physical world and the realm of imagination. There's also a potential to start a whirlwind romance today. But be careful if you do. Do understand that any relationship begun on a day like this should be valued for the good and shouldn't be held on to a moment longer than that good exists. Neptune can be known to bring illusions into our life. So while it is good to work with the energy temporarily to gain insight and inspiration, it can be hard to detangle ourselves from the dream that we have fostered in our mind. Enjoy the beauty and allow the relationship to be breathtaking and pure. And if it does not end up meeting your expectations, allow the truth to be seen and heard by your inner spirit. Do not hold on to a dream of what someone else could be to you. Only hold on to the visions of yourself. You are the only thing you have full control over. Questions to ponder. How and when can I spend more time engaging with my higher self? Have I gotten so used to attending to the physical world around me that I've forgotten that I am also a spiritual being? Which activities spark my imagination? What can I introduce into my life to remind myself of the expansive energy of my spirit? I love how the energy of the sky always seems to flow so perfectly. April 3rd was about envisioning our future through the Piscean lens of being boundaryless, and the next day brings in the push we need to move forward. Thursday, April 4th is a massive jolt of Aries energy. Not only is the sun in Aries going to conjoin the North Node, but shortly after, Venus is moving on from her travels through the mysterious realm of Pisces and into the action-oriented sign of Aries. This day is going to feel like a pilot light, forcing us to thaw out any parts of us that were still in hibernation. The North Node of the Moon, otherwise known as the mouth of the dragon, is an insatiable energy constantly guiding us to our individual and collective destiny. Usually, it's working behind the scenes, but today it is front and center and taking up almost all of the air in the room. It will be impossible not to feel the presence of the push we will be getting today. The sun, thriving in the sign of Aries, will be magnifying the energy of the North Node and showing us something we are desperate to attain. The North Node in Aries has the most impulsive nodal tendencies in the zodiac. It embodies the energy of the divine spark of inspiration and one-mindedness. The vision for Aries is simple. Need this now. It is the energy of keeping your soul happy and fed at all costs. Your oxygen mask comes first. Add the energy of a Mars-driven sun to the mix, and you get a major drive to just go for it. This may lead to unrest, impatience, and very little time for precaution. Beware of car accidents on a day like this. Take it extra easy on the roads because others may not do the same. These two planets are meeting up at 15 degrees of Aries, a degree point the nodes have been idling on since the end of February. They will exit on May 12th, the day before Mercury finally leaves the shadow of retrograde. This, to me, is a clear indication that the pathway that lights up for us today will take some time to work through. We will most likely encounter a few tests of will and determination before the roadblocks clear up around the 13th of May, when the nodes have moved on and the messenger planet is no longer bound. So, how do we work with this push while undergoing a retrograde? Double and triple check everything before moving forward. Insert a buffer of time. Contemplate your ideas and make plans before taking action. This will not be easy as it goes against the natural way of Aries, but it will keep you from stubbing your toes too often. This doesn't mean you can't soak up every ounce of confidence and courage that this transit is meant to bring you. It does not mean that you should ignore any inner pleas to decide to go your own way. A part of this transit is also the opposition happening from the South Node in Libra, asking us to diverge from our unsupportive connections. This day will also shine a light on who is coming with you to your destined future and who needs to be left behind. It will highlight ways you have held yourself back by indecision, and it will allow you to see the ties that need to be cut in regards to your diplomatic approach to your own life. Heed these messages and plan for the future. Maybe don't leap just yet. If you absolutely must, I totally get it. It wouldn't be the worst thing ever. It's probably exactly what you personally need. You will most likely have to clean up the mess, but hey, sometimes it's better to do the thing and then say sorry rather than to ask permission and lose the guts you had to do the thing in the first place. Like I said, I suggest jotting down your inspiration and fully launching yourself into preparation mode. The end of the day will bring with it another shift in perspective as Venus enters the sign of Aries. Venus, traditionally ruled by Taurus and Libra, showing up at the Aries party has the ability to either push you off the deep end completely or slow you down and ask you what you really want. Venus is said to be in its detriment in this sign, primarily because it waits for nothing, not even perfect timing. But I have this feeling that it's late to the party for a reason. I believe it is because Venus carries with it the energy of self-fulfillment and stability. It is not simply about taking action, but engaging in obtaining what you want the way you want it. So, to keep yourself from going full Tasmanian devil, ask yourself not only what you want, but how long you want to keep it. Ask yourself who is there with you and what the whole picture looks like. The planet Venus grounds the energy down, adds stability to your goals, and demands a decent return for your efforts. Today, the Sun, the North Node, South Node, and Venus will allow you to see the quantum leap you are about to make towards self-fulfillment. They will show you how valuable it is to work towards feeding your own needs and seeding your own desires. They make it imperative for you to be on the same wavelength as the people you want to keep around and feel no desire to compromise or play it safe with those who cannot see what you see. I envision a highway lane with fire lighting up both sides like a match, protecting you from outside dismay and inner doubt and indecision. Buckle up, because the only way to go is forward. Remember when I said you'd be able to see who's coming with you? I literally just said it like 5 seconds ago, so I hope so. I'm bringing it back up because the next transit brings that exact opportunity. On Saturday, April 6th, Venus in Aries is going to sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Venus, as you know, is all about what we value, and Pluto is about power, transformation, and death and rebirth. Venus in Aries carries the energy of self, while Pluto in Aquarius is the energy of power to the people. This day opens a door to the renewal of collective authenticity and the ability to find your people. How do you find your people? Well, be yourself as loudly as you possibly can, of course. Live in your truth. Be brave, for it is revolutionary, and those vibes tend to spread like wildfire. Before you know it, you've inspired an entire group of people to dare to color outside the lines and stand up for what they believe in. Expect to be challenged, not in an aggressive way, but in an empowering way. Allow yourself to feed off the energy surrounding you instead of succumbing to it. Make room for new developments. Brand new experiences can change your point of view for the better. Aries and Aquarius vibe very well together. So well, in fact, that they are exuding a flirtatiousness during this transit. It's giving hot and steamy competition, sexuality on high alert, and bad bitch Lilith vibes. As you may know, Lilith was all about getting hers. She had no problem saying no to what she didn't want, as well as taking the thing she desired. Lilith bowed to no one and was unapologetically herself, leaving any hater behind in the dust. I encourage you to do the same today. Leave no room for naysayers. Embody your boldest, weirdest self and call in your people. Quick questions for you. Where do I want to be bolder in my life? What tendency needs to be dealt with in order for me to do so? What quality/gift do I possess that is unique to me? How can I use this gift to help myself and others? How do I want to contribute to society? All right, that wraps up another podcast episode. I will be back fairly shortly to talk about the next eclipse we'll be experiencing. Until then, check me out on Instagram at Cosmic Belonging to see me go live. I do impromptu readings throughout the week and am more than happy to read for you during these times. If you would like an in-depth chart reading or a tarot reading, please email me at cosmicbelongingllc@gmail.com. Until next time. Oh, and don't forget, you belong. Bye. Bye now.